Slow night, sleepy classic stories. Hello. Tonight we are going to walk together through a very meaningful moment during Park Ji-won's long journey. It is the section called Gwannaejeongsa in Yolha Ilgi the Jehol Diary. The name might sound a bit difficult, but simply put, it is a story about passing through the gate of a huge fortress wall and stepping into the world inside. If the path the traveler has walked so far was an endlessly wide and rough field, now a huge barrier that seems to divide the world in two has appeared before his eyes. It is the Great Wall of China, in the middle of that magnificent fortress wall that winds like a dragon along the mountain range. A huge gate that seems to connect the sky and the earth. Shanhaiguan stands tall. Imagine this. At the time when the sun is setting, the traveler stands like a very small dot in front of that gate of overwhelming size. The fortress wall, tall enough that one has to tilt their head far back to look up, must have been shining majestically, receiving the red sunset. This gate was not a simple passage. If outside the gate was a wild land where rough winds blew, inside, the gate was a space of ancient civilization, where numerous emperors and heroes had created history for thousands of years. The traveler has now stood on the borderline of leaving everything familiar behind and entering a completely new world. With a trembling heart, he carefully takes one step inside the fortress gate. Wouldn't it have felt like turning the next page of a very thick and old history book? As he enters the gate, air different from before flows. It seems like the sound of a very old wind is coming from somewhere, because this is a place where the sound of horses' hooves and the shouts of people from numerous armies have grazed past for countless years. But now all that noise has disappeared, like dust, and only the weight of a vague and heavy time quietly settles down. Beside the road, houses and shops of unfamiliar shapes are packed, and the faces of the people coming and going are full of vitality. For the traveler who was tired from walking a long way, the warmth of those bustling people might have felt unfamiliar yet strangely reassuring. On this huge and distant stage of history, we might all just be small travelers passing through for a moment. Tonight, imagine that the magnificent fortress wall is firmly protecting your sleep. Leave all the noise of the world outside that gate, and you walk slowly into the cozy and deep silence inside. I hope you take a comfortable and deep rest, embraced in the bosom of a very long history. Good night.